Hello, I'm Melanie from EnglishTeacherMelanie.com. Today, I'm going to show you how to say different numbers, including different ways to say 0 or O, time, sports scores, money, years, and population. In certain number forms, this number is said 0. For example, when you're counting 0, 1, 2, 3. When you say a number with decimal places, 0.0006. When you say percentages, 0.03%. And when you talk about temperature, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. However, sometimes this number is said O. For example, when talking about time. What time is it? It's 5:06, not 5:06. In North American English, it is not common to use past when saying the time. Sometimes people use after and say 5:06. Because digital clocks are more common nowadays, on cell phones and computers and things like that, people just read the numbers as they see them. 6:26, 4:35, 9:15. Another example of when this number is said O is in telephone numbers. There are two parts to a phone number in North America: the area code and the main number. This phone number is said 205-555-8013. And finally, when you say a street address. I live at 102 Davis Street. We have different ways of saying sports scores in English. For example, who won the hockey game last night? The Toronto Maple Leafs won 2-0. One team scored 2 points, the other team did not score any points. Another possible answer is the score was tied, 6-all, meaning both teams scored 6 points. For all other scores, just say the number. The score was 3-2. This is true for all team sports. The sport of tennis has a unique scoring system. In tennis, you play a game, set, match. There's a unique scoring system for a game. 15 love means one player scored 1 point. The other player has not scored. 30 love means one player has scored 2 points. The other player has not scored. And 40 love means one player scored 3 points. The other player has not scored at all. Both Canada and America use dollars and cents. The dollars and cents are separated by a decimal point. You can say $1 or $1. You can say $6.25 or $6.25. You can say $10.05 or $10.05. When you go shopping, when you buy something at a store, the cashier usually says something like, "Your total comes to $75.99. It's not always necessary to say the dollars and cents. When you refer to years in the plural form, like the 1900s, it refers to a group of years. In this case, all years from 1900 to 1999. A period of 100 years is called a century. Another example is the 60s, or the 1960s, which refers to all years from 1960 to 1969. A period of 10 years is called a decade. To say individual years, the number is said in two parts. 1909. Again in two parts, 1998. We don't say 1998. The 2000s means all years from 2000 to 2099. We don't say the 2000s. The next century will be the 2100s, which means all years from 2100 to 2199. To say individual years in the 2000s, say the number as you would say any number in the thousands. 2001 or 2001. We don't say 2001. There are three ways to say the current year: 2010, 2010, or 2010. The last group of numbers we'll look at is how to say population. The important thing to remember is that population numbers are not plural. The population of Canada is 33 million. When you get into really big numbers like the population of China, it's easier to shorten the number and say 1.3 billion. You can say there are 1.3 billion people in China, or China has a population of 1.3 billion. This is the third video in my series of number videos. The first video was how to say English numbers from 0 to 99. The second video was how to say English numbers from 100 to 1 trillion. And this is the third video, how to say different numbers. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you get my new videos as soon as they're uploaded. And remember to check out my English blog at www.englishteachermelanie.com. Thank you very much for watching my video. Goodbye, everyone.